Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on new service realities. Let's start with the first one, customer empowerment. Customer empowerment is when customers are given the information and tools that they require to make an informed decision. By providing them with options and resources, the company gives a much better buying experience. It enables them to make a decision on what kind of brand experience they would want to have. This approach may seem risky, but it could potentially pay off big time. Digital advancements in the era have significantly altered customer relations. The internet, most importantly, has enabled customers to send their judgment and reviews around the world with the click of a mouse. Moving further, good customer experience is essential for the growth of the company, as a happier customer is more likely to talk about it to others, acting as advocates of the brand. But on the other side, when someone has a bad experience, they will speak to more people about it. 90% of angry customers were observed sharing their story with a friend, and now they can possibly share it with strangers too. Online websites such as Angie's List, Yelp, Google Places, and Urban Spoon are other popular platforms where consumers share their experiences of the brands. General user-generated content platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook also offer venues for complaining. Now let's look at some examples of customer empowerment. Example 1. An agitated customer, Hassan Syed, humiliates British Airways with promoted tweets after losing luggage. Air passenger Hassan Syed was left dissatisfied after his father's luggage was lost by British Airways while his parents travelled from Chicago to Paris over the weekend. While most travellers resort to just tweeting their bad experiences, Syed took complaining to a whole different level. He promoted his tweet so his complaint would reach as many as possible. He paid $1,000 to promote the tweet and informed the news website Mashable that he aimed to reach the UK and New York markets. Making use of his Twitter handle, Syed made his complaint by saying, "Don't fly British Airways, their customer service is horrendous." Moving further, Syed shared the details of the progress of the campaign, revealing that the promoted tweet garnered a total of 14,600 engagements and 76,000 impressions. Right before the airline could respond, Syed posted a second message which read, "I refuse to stop running Twitter ads until British Airways finds the lost luggage." About 4 hours after the message, British Airways responded from its Twitter account saying, "Sorry for the delay in responding. Our Twitter feed is open from 9 to 5. Please DM your package reference and we will look into this." A spokesperson for the airline told BBC, "We would like to apologize to the customer for the inconvenience caused. We have been in constant touch with the customer and the bag is due to be delivered today." Syed ultimately posted a final positive tweet saying, "I got what I wanted. I win." The other example of customer empowerment, Sir Patrick Stewart's Time Warner complaint. Even Sir Patrick Stewart couldn't get Time Warner's cables set up at ease. Sir Patrick Stewart, the guy who played Picard, tweeted, "We all have been there, but not all of us are famous, so an angry Time Warner tweet from someone else probably wouldn't have gotten much attention." Stewart's tweet almost received 1,800 retweets and more than 800 comments along with plenty of press coverage. The other example, billionaire Elon Musk's response to an unhappy Tesla customer on a Friday night. An unhappy customer posted a complaint on Twitter mentioning Elon Musk saying, "A terrible experience with a very pushy sales guy from the Tesla Stanford shop while shopping for Model X." To which Musk responded that it was certainly not okay and he had sent out a reminder to Tesla stores that the people should look forward to their next visit as customer satisfaction was their primary goal. Now let's look at the other reality of customer being part of service production, which is called customer co-production. Customer co-production behavior is described as the perseverance and enthusiasm of a customer to engage with the service provider in terms of time and effort during the service conception and the production stages. Customers in reality play a vital role in the delivery of any product or service. Their statements and actions affect the quality of the service they experience along with the output of the frontline employees. Customers, when actively engaged with the service provider, often feel more valued and feel a stronger connection with the brand. This co-production could potentially put pressure on employees and lessen their satisfaction significantly if they vary from customers culturally or in other ways. Let's look at some example of customer co-production. The first, McDonald Kiosk. McDonald bids farewell to cashiers and welcomes Kiosk. As of 2020 update, self-service ordering kiosks will be implemented at all US locations. Other fast casual brands such as Panera and casual dining brands like Chili's have already embraced the trend. Next up is Starbucks Kiosk. Starbucks has rolled out a self-service kiosk at Alibaba's Freshippo stores in China. The kiosk called Star Kitchen allows customers to order coffee and pastries by scanning a QR code on their mobile phones and paying for the item via Alipay, and while they wait, customers can shop at the Freshippo outlet. The other example is of Airlines. The Hawaiian Airlines discovered an alternative method to save passengers time with the introduction of tag@home, which is a home printed bag tag trial, which means passengers do not even need to worry about tagging their bags upon arrival at the airport. This print-at-home bag tag approach was also favored by Alaska Airlines, become the very first US carrier to launch the product in April 2014 to complement its self-tagging kiosk. According to Curtis, who is a vice president of customer innovation, the Self-Tag Express initiative is part of the airline's long-term intent, which is to be easiest airline to fly with. And the final example of DHL. Over the years, DHL has hosted workshops with customers in Germany and Singapore to find inventive solutions and enhance the client's experience. The company has now condensed these workshops into DHL Innovation Centers. One excellent idea amongst all that came out of the session was the Parceleptor, a drone utilized for deliveries over challenging terrains. The aforementioned approach to customer coordination confirmed to be fruitful. DHL held over 6,000 co-creation sessions with customers as of early 2017 and extended its network of exhibition centers in North America, inaugurating its third innovation center in Chicago in 2018. DHL's co-creation trials have also raised customer satisfaction scores over 80%, causing higher client retention on the plus side. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on new service realities, where we spoke about customer co-production and customer empowerment. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you've liked the video, do subscribe to our channel. If you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.